Pizzuti will be coming out on the back of the pack because he was up the front of the grid in the previous race. Lindsay Cornwall will be anxious to score well here, but gee, it's a tough task for him after being black flagged in the previous race. Steve Hopping, tough task for him too. He's back out after making some repairs. Rod Dedder, a flat tyre, bad luck for him in the previous race. Now from Division 2, according to our calculations, the Newcastle 7 of John Brown will start in position 11 because he scored 9 points. Lismore 29, Stuart Hearn 8 points, so he'll be 12. The Newcastle 54 also scoring 8 points. That'll be position 3, and that's, Sydney 54, Barry Bundy. Newcastle 57, Scott Foy. Newcastle 12, and that's Graham Edmund, also scored 7 points. So they'll start positions 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 on the grid. Now the clock's running, 2 minutes. Car 25, Brian White, who's had a black night tonight. He didn't... Flashing, that is, the lights are flashing. And a pretty ordinary scrambly start. The number 111 of Graham Harris was looking like he was ready to fire, but if we remember in his time trial he was very slow, so having him up there on the front row of the grid is going to make it tough for a start. The rest behind will be wanting to really pounce. Andrew Pizzuti's not exactly on the back of the pack either. Still, I'm not an official. Set, and they're on their way. The 69 car of Clint Cosgrove on the inside of the pack. Steve Hopping in the blue car, number 4, moves up into second. Through on the inside goes Lindsay Cornwall in car number 19. He's holding down third. And Rod Dedder also trying to come through on the inside to get third place away from Lindsay Cornwall, and does so. So Rod Dedder goes up into third. Lindsay Cornwall back to fourth, and Spider-Man Don McRae is fifth. Andrew Pizzuti getting out of the pack, coming up around the outside of Don McRae. Pizzuti goes up into fifth place, and he is out and after him. I wonder whether the current New South Wales champ car seems to be sitting a little awkwardly in the rear end. But Pizzuti's handling it A-OK. Clint Cosgrove the leader. Steve Hopping running second. Rod Dedder is third. Here's Pizzuti shooting through on the inside. Goes into fourth place and is setting out now after Rod Dedder. He desperately wants to get into this final. He knows he's got to be one of the top 2 point scorers to do so. Great race for the lead. Steve Hopping bumping his way through on the inside of Cosgrove.
And he gives him another shunt. Cosgrove gave Steve Hopping a nice belt and a boot. But Andrew Pizzuti is up into third position, and Clint Cosgrove is the next man under pressure, and it won't be too long before he sees the number 1 flash straight past him in Pizzuti. There he goes right around the outside, gave a bit of a touch too, and Steve Hopping up front is smoking. So this might make Pizzuti's job even a little bit easier. He won the first heat to sew it up. He only needs second position here, and he's going to get that fairly shortly. But it is Clint Cosgrove, and we've got to stop. There's a wheel off, and it is Rod Dedder has lost his front wheel. It might even pass him. But it's going to work cannon into the wall here and just shoot around Rod Dedder, having a dreadful run of outs. So it's going to be very interesting here for the restart. Our official has caught the tyre, and Rod Dedder climbing out of the car, and his car will be towed to the infield. Now, Pizzuti had come through. He was in third position there and had been in that position for a couple of laps. So we'll start on the second row of the grid. And from there, Ross, I think he's just going to gobble his field and make it 2 out of 2.
Yeah, I'd say he's...
laps to go, and it's Cosgrove and Pizzuti on the front. 2 hard charges in Cornwall and Purdon in the second row of the grid, but shut the gate. And the defending New South Wales champion, Andrew Pizzuti, just flew out of the blocks, straight into the lead, and the battle is going to be on in earnest for second and third. Pizzuti now really is getting hooked up. Oh, now Mick Purdon got a touch with Lindsay Cornwall. The race continues. Pizzuti leads from Cosgrove and Mark Owen. And then it's Lindsay Cornwall, Don McRae, back to Brian White, and then it's Graham Harris. A little bit further back to the 66 of Kevin Logan. Mick Purden is slowing and is going to pull into the infield. And the 44 car there of Russell Bradley. But no doubt about our leader, Andrew Basutti, as he goes down the back with 2 to go. Great battle for the Miners with Cosgrove and Mark Owen. Now this is really going to be interesting as they come for the points. Basutti leads from Cosgrove. Owen moves up on the inside. Finished the first heat with a flat tyre. But the battle is really on in earnest here. Cosgrove holding him at bay at the moment. Mark Owen comes back at him as Cosgrove slow. Don't worry about our leader. He's got this race shot to pieces in Andrew Basutti. But it's Cosgrove and Owen. Mick Purden now wide. Lets these two combatants go through. And I think Cosgrove's going to hang on for second. But a big hand for Andrew Basutti. A marvellous drive from the rear. Got up on pole position for the restart. Cosgrove is second. The 69 of Mark Owen is third. Then the 19 of Lindsay Cornwall. The 48 of Mick Purden. The 25 of Brian White. The 66 car there of Kevin Logan. Then Graham Harris, Don McRae, and the 44 of Russell Bradley.